After Jesus returned to heaven, his followers began sharing the good news everywhere. Many people believed in Jesus, not only Jews, but also people from other nations. In a city called Antioch, many Gentiles became followers of Jesus through the preaching of Paul the Apostle and Barnabas. This was wonderful news, but it also created a big question in the early church. Some Jewish believers said, Gentiles must follow the law of Moses and be circumcised in order to be saved. Paul and Barnabas strongly disagreed. They believed that people were saved by faith in Jesus, not by following Jewish laws. The church decided that the leaders should gather in Jerusalem to discuss the matter. The apostles and elders met in Jerusalem to talk about this important issue. Among the leaders present were Peter the Apostle and James the Just. There was much discussion. Some believers insisted that Gentiles must follow the old laws. Then Peter stood up to speak. Peter reminded them of something God had already done. God had sent him earlier to preach to a Gentile named Cornelius the centurion. While Peter was speaking to Cornelius and his household, the Holy Spirit came upon them just as it had come upon the Jewish believers. Peter said, God knows the heart, and he gave the Holy Spirit to them just as he did to us. He did not make any difference between us and them. He explained that salvation comes through the grace of Jesus, not through human rules. After listening carefully, James spoke. He reminded the council that the prophets had foretold that people from all nations would seek God. He suggested that Gentile believers should not be burdened with the entire Jewish law. Instead, they should follow a few important guidelines to help them live holy lives and maintain peace in the church. The council agreed. A letter was written to the churches explaining the decision. The message was clear: salvation comes through the grace of Jesus Christ. Gentiles did not need to become Jews in order to follow Christ. When the believers in Antioch received the letter, they were filled with joy and encouragement. Moral lesson: the church works together to solve problems. God welcomes people from every nation. Salvation comes through grace, not human effort. Listening to others helps make wise decisions. Unity is important in the community of believers. If you find their video useful, don't forget to subscribe.